All right, we are here with the AEW Dynamite. Dynamite. It's the dynamite. Dynamite. It's the dynamite. Dynamite. Presented to you by Tyrone. The power of deep. The power of deep. The power of deep. The power of deep. Power of deep. Power of deep. Power of deep. That is enough for right now. So we start off with the Young Bucks versus the Dark Order. And before the Young Bucks were arriving to the ring, the Dark Order attacked them from behind. Bro. Kicking them on the ground. But yeah, Dark Order, I really felt like they should have won this match. Like you attacked them from behind. You was dominating the whole match. And it's just like any other week. They get dominated for so long. Y'all, the Young Bucks are a great tag team. There's nothing more to say about them. Matt and Nick Jackson, they are wonderful. So they came back. And you know when they come back, they start doing them double super kicks and they just start turning the momentum into their favor. And they did like they I think they did like a well no, the Dark Order did a Swanton bomb. I'm like, dang, everybody doing these Swanton bombs. Dark Order got a 2 count on that. I'm like, dang. But Nick Jackson was on fire with the super kick and he died from the this man died from anywhere. He don't care. I'm like, I'm glad they caught him because that would have been a nasty fall if he didn't. But the turning point of this match was when the Dark Order um they dragged Matt Jackson into the stage. So all three of them was protecting him. And then out of nowhere, Nick Jackson, he just rolled up one of the Dark Order members, who was a Evil Uno, and got the victory. I'm like, well, dad. I'm like, see that I didn't really like that finish because Dark Order dominated the whole match. Like the Young Bucks wasn't doing nothing. But then they just got this momentum and then they was just on the roll. So I'm just like, there they go. There they go. But yep, give it up to the Young Bucks. They are a great tag team. Next we had MJF comes out campaigning for the title as usual. Of course, he said he's better than him. You know, he wants to be the champion. But as soon as John Moxley music hit, he told Warlord to go this way, go that way. All his people was protecting the interest and all. Like I was like, he's going to come from the interest, and they went all the other places. So Moxley came down. He attacked him. He didn't see it coming. He did the dirty deeds, and he just left his mark. And yeah, MGF was in some pain. And Moxley said he gonna get you for what you've been saying to him for these past few weeks. So I said, look, better not mess with Moxley. You see that? Better not mess with him. Next we had Matt Hardy had an interview. Um, And while he was interviewing, the doctor said he can't be competing for 10 days. So he had to get 13 stitches like right here because of what Sammy from Inner Circle had threw a steel chair at him. So he got cut open pretty bad. So Matt Hardy took out a referee. He thought it was Sammy, but it was a referee. So I was just like, wow, like I don't think Matt should be. I guess his mind is not right. So like that was a real cut. So next we had Cody versus Scorpio Sky, and Mike Chioka was the special guest referee on this. I was just like, okay, I already know what's going to happen. But Scorpio Sky was pretty aggressive throughout the match, and Cody Rhodes was suffering from ribs injury because Scorpio Sky had just threw him near the barricade, and that was pretty painful. I was like, this could be it for him. This could be it, but Scorpio Sky was going for this move up the top rope, and Cody caught him with a crossroads. He kicked out of that. I was like, wow, that's good. Because usually it only take one, and then it's like one and done, and then that's it. But Scorpio Sky was fighting back. He did his cutter move outside the ring, and I thought that would be the turning point, and it wasn't. He had another near fall when he did this roll up pin. I was like, come on, man. Just count the three, right? But at the end, Cody Rhodes did the crossroads on Scorpio Sky. And I mean, I already knew after the match, it's like when you lose something and you know you want the title, it's hard to shake somebody's hand. Like, you can't always do that. I know some people can, but if you really going after a title, you're not going to really, it's just like shaking hands is hard to do. It's very rare that you see that. Now I remember, I know I'm kind of going off. Randy Orton shook Daniel Bryan hand when Daniel Bryan beat him in a no holds barred match on Raw back in 2013. So like I said, it's hard to do that. And then after the match was pretty good. Brody Lee from the Dark Order came out and he basically saying he is challenging Cody Rhodes for that title at All Out. And I said, can he please beat Cody? I'm like, Cody got bad ribs. Brody can just Brody can beat him. I know he can beat him. Come on now, like I know he can beat him. He is a talented superstar. He is a talented superstar. So I'm hoping that he can come up with the victory. I'm really hoping he can come up with the victory. Next we had Jurassic Express versus Hangman Page and Kenny Omega for the tag team championships. Um, this was a pretty good match. It just kept going back and forth. And it's like I said, Kenny Omega, when he did the Snapdragon suplex to Luchasaurus, I'm like, that's a like Luchasaurus is more taller than Kenny Omega, so that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of pressure when you suplex somebody that's taller than you and much heavier than you. But Omega was doing that, and once he got in that groove, it felt like Hangman Page was just feeding off of that. And then they was doing these double team moves. But Jurassic Express was countering with some aerial moves, flying out the ring. Jurassic Express hitting those big kicks, and I'm like, wow, yo, it's so many good tag teams in AEW. It is really good. It's good to see some good tag team wrestling, though. It really is. So, but at the end, Hangman Page and Kenny Omega, they did their little double team move, the knee to the back and the clothesline to Jungle Boy, and they retained their titles. And I was just like, wow, okay. That was crazy. Then next we had Santana and Ortiz backstage segment, and they basically spilled bleach on the best friend's clothes. I thought they was gonna set it on fire, but that's all that they did. So that was pretty crazy. Next we had a segment with the Rock and Roll Express and the Young Bucks and FTR, and that little situation got out of hand. FTR did a spike pile driver to the Rock and Roll Express, and They was talking about why they think the Young Bucks is the best, but Rock and Roll Express was saying that FTR is the best. But I was like, they arguing back and forth. But I think it's true. You gotta have the tag team belts in order to say that you're the best, though. I will agree with that. You gotta have a belt. So it was still cool to see him, legendary tag team. So it was always good to see them. Next, we had a little quick match. Sheeta versus Monroe. I think it was like one of like a Jabra or something. So Sheeta got this quick little tap out victory, and Sheeta basically saying that she's ready to face anybody. And she said, "Bring it on." And I'm like, yeah, I would really like to see, you know, somebody really, push Sheeta for that title because she's a good champion and she's willing to fight. So she's gonna fight for that title. Next, we had the main event. I was like, okay, we had Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy. So if Orange Cassidy lose, he had to pay $7,000 to Chris Jericho for spilling a whole bunch of stuff on his $7,000 jacket. So this match was pretty good. It was good back and forth. The demo guard, Lee Champion Jericho, gave Cassidy a big boot to the face, and I was like, okay, so Jericho is gonna be in control for a while, and then he was, but then Orange Cassidy he did this big right hand, and I was like, damn, I was like, I knew when Jericho got up from that, he was just like, I was like, yo, that right hand is just crazy. But then Jericho got up and he did the walls of Jericho. I was like, uh-oh, going back to the classic. Going back to the classic. Walls of Jericho. Made so many people tap. He made some of the greatest people tap out to that move. So it's all about if you can take the pain. But Orange Cassidy survived it. He got to the ropes and then he did an ankle lock on Chris Jericho, the demo guard, the Lee Champion. I was like, whoa, like, I didn't know he could do all this. I was like, yo, I'm telling you, he is going to be good. I'm telling y'all, he's going to be good. The next, Jericho did a standard suplex. He had him in the air for so long, and I was just like, wow, that was crazy. And then out of nowhere, you already know. And the circle comes down there, and Jack Hager attacked Cassidy, picked him up, slammed him. I was like, oh boy, here we go. Jericho was gonna win because in the circle, which I like that group though. I don't hate that group at all. I really love that group. In the circle can is so much fun. Jerick is what Chris Jericho, Jack Hager, Santana Ortiz, and Sammy. Yes, they are a really cool group. But Jericho was trying to pin Orange Cassidy and he got the 2 count. As soon as he kicked out, got up, did this big roundhouse kick to Jericho. And then he did this big roll up to Jericho. And Orange Cassidy beat Chris Jericho. I was sitting there like, whoa, okay. I was like, wow, so Orange Cassidy won the rival. I'm like, okay, that's good. That's good. So I think in the future, Orange Cassidy needs to be the TNT World Champion. He does. He proves that he beat a legend and Chris Jericho, so that should really put him up there, and he should really have a good, championship match and stuff. So I'm hoping that he does. We will see. But this was a great show, and I think the one thing I forgot, what was it? Jake the Snake was talking, and Lance Archer was just beating everybody in the locker room. And he had something on Jake the Snake back, said everybody's basically everybody going to pay. That's basically. So I mean, he's a good talent too. You know, it's they got so much on there. So I'm hoping that Cody Rhodes lose that title. So, you know, everybody can have that title because everybody deserves that title. It's not it's not good when somebody just keep beating people. And then Cody called when Cody was facing Scorpio Sky, they called him the Prince of Wrestling. And even JR was like, "What?" And I had to laugh. I was like, "Wow, yo, taking it way too far with that." The Prince of Wrestling. Listen here. I give it to him. Defending that title every week, that ain't nothing easy to do. But to call yourself the Prince of Wrestling, I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, like I said, he's a good wrestler, but you know, I think he's taking it too far. But that is my review, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about my review. Comment down below. Hit that notification bell. Hit the notification bell all the time. And click on this video here, on that one, and that one, and that one. Click all of the videos and watch them all. And have a good time. And remember, it is the power of tea. The power of tea. Pop, 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 power of tea. Pop, 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 power of tea. Pop, 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 power of tea. The power of tea, but you here. Watch all of the videos and we will all grow. Woo! Share, baby. Share. Oh my goodness. We will see you on the next video. On the next episode. On the next episode, Henry here too. I want Cody to lose that title. He needs to lose it. Woo!